Greetings, you all. Happy Saturday. How are you doing today? Saturday is the day that is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is the energy that governs karma, discipline, focus, structure. It governs Capricorn. It's the original ruler of Aquarius, and Saturn has been in Pisces for the last 2.5 years. It's in its last Piscean experience now. Like it won't be in Pisces again for 28 years. I think it leaves Pisces in March, something like that. And so that is Saturn and Saturn in Pisces. Pisces is the subconscious. It's the spiritual realm. It's the imagination. It's the unseen, uncharted territories. And with Saturn in Pisces, it is an invitation. What is happening? I really want to be able to have accurate language around this stuff. And what I feel like I want to be accurate about is that we understand that this stuff is happening no matter what. Whether you're conscious of it or not, it's happening. It's either playing out in your life unconsciously, or the more you become aware of it, it can play out in your life consciously. But it's up to you. It's happening no matter what. So, Saturn in Pisces means our subconscious minds are coming to the 3D. What's going on in your subconscious world will be magnified in your external world. And when you're conscious of this, you can be very intentional with creations. And, like if you're an artist, you can say, I'm going to create this painting, or I'm going to do this thing, and I'm going to envision that it does these particular things, because you can direct the energy, because it's your subconscious world, it's your creation. You can really sort of plan it out and see the world the way you want to see it, and it will do that. It will do that through your loyalty, through your devotion, through your actions, through your energy, being attuned to what it is you desire. But when you are unconscious about it, it will make you sick. It'll make you, it'll create a lot of struggle, a lot of strife. It'll create a lot of frustration, because if you're not intentional about it, the subconscious is chaos. Just in and of itself, the subconscious realm is chaotic. And so to have this work, you have to use some type of rituals to organize the unseen realm. So that's why if you're an artist or a songwriter, or because then you're organizing your you're organizing what's on the inside to be manifest on the outside. And you have clear directives. But when you're not intentional, you just create chaos in your life. And you're like, why is this happening? And what's going on? And they did that. And like, things just won't work for you. So it requires focus. It requires discipline. It requires intention. It requires responsibility. Let me see what Classic Gems is saying. Blessings, listening in the workshop. We'll look at the link in the bio as a beginner and learner. I'm not sure what you're asking me. I'm not sure what workshop you're talking about. So, on a day like today, with Saturn in Pisces, it's a great time if you are dealing with like things like shame and guilt, like maybe you haven't been using your creative energy, this energy can create regret, disappointment, fear, sadness. The question is, you have to answer, like, why are you sad? And tell yourself the truth. I'm sad because I feel like I should be further along. Okay, then start taking an action. Like, don't just feel bad about it. Take an action to help yourself get to where you want to be. That might be pulling out your journal and writing something down. You know, if you're feeling regret, do some self-forgiveness work. Like, take an action that will support you in getting where you actually want to be. It's like you want to clean up your subconscious. So you do self-forgiveness work. You do, you know, if you're somebody who doesn't speak up, you write down the things that you should have said that you didn't say. Just write it down. You know what I mean? You don't have to say it to the person in particular. You just have to give yourself permission to get it out of your subconscious. You have to clean up your subconscious. If this is where you are, if you are in, you know, which most of us are, because we are all new at this and we're all turning a corner. Most of us are still carrying shame, regret, unforgiveness, holding on to stuff that we did that didn't work out, you know, like love relations, like, so, but you've got to clean that stuff up. You've got to clean that stuff up. Am I making sense? Do you guys get it? Are you still holding on to things? Because that's what Saturn retrograde in Pisces is. It's the karma. It's the karma, right? So if you're holding on to regret and disappointment and disapproval and fear of rejection or fear of pain, like the ways that we block ourselves, the thing to do is to get curious about why you're feeling what you're feeling. Why am I feeling this? Let me tell you guys what I've been dealing with. So if you're not following me on Substack, please go follow me on Substack. If you're not signed up for my email list, please go sign up for my email list, because I do a ton of work to live into the experience of oneness, because I have a Pisces rising. So I know that everything in my life is actually about my relationship to this reality. And lately I have been having a experience with mosquitoes, which is so rare for me. I have blood type A, so they don't even like that blood type. I just don't find myself with mosquitoes a lot. And so when I do, I get curious and ask, what is going on? Why is this here? What is going on? And so it's been telling me, the mosquitoes have been telling me, literally, I can be in deep meditation and prayer and a mosquito will come and buzz. Like, I can be in the deepest, most intimate conversation with the divine, and in that moment, beep, and I am like, oh my God, and I lose my mind. I come undone. I literally, like I'm trying to kill it. And then, you know, I've been doing this for like 6 weeks. So I've just been observing myself, like how I respond. Like, you know, I've been bitten so many times and the bites don't really matter. Like, they're really not that big of a deal. That's the thing that I'm like, why are you fighting something that isn't really doesn't really matter that much? So I noticed that, but every time I hear the mosquito, I go to war, because I don't know how to stop the reaction. I don't know how to stop it, right? And that means, so I've been asking myself, I do notice that I defend myself, but what Spirit is showing me is that you don't protect yourself. You keep your energy open, like you're very watery, and you're so available to outside things you don't protect you just are like a naive child. You function like you don't even know that there are energetic threats here, and so I'm learning a lesson from it. But what I'm trying to get to you is that I use that experience to get information about who I am, what's going on inside of me. And what I'm doing is I'm getting information that says I need to be more intentional about protecting myself energetically. I need to be more aware of my environment. I need to question and be more curious about people that I create relationships with. I have in the past done a lot of idealization of others, like idolizing people and looking up to them. And Spirit is showing me that opens your energy up. That keeps you open to be receptive. Like the way that we idolize celebrities, it's an energetic, it's an out of alignment energy. And so I'm sort of seeing those things and doing the work to plug up my own energetic system, because the planet is changing. We're changing energetically, and we must adapt. We must learn how to be here now, because everything is changing. The climate is changing. The sun, everything is changing. So we must change or expire. That's just sort of how it is. And I just have, in this moment, I don't have a lot of emotions around it, because I just see what it is, and I'm just doing my part to update my system so that I can function to the highest. Is what I'm trying to say. So with Saturn and Pisces, look at your shame. Look not your shame. Look at shame. Look at sorrow, disappointment, regret, unforgiveness. Look at these things and ask yourself, what can you do to get on the other side of it? But you can't deny it. You can't repress it. You have to face it. You have to, things that maybe they're people you need to apologize to. Maybe you want apologies, right? You can just journal it and begin to be with it, because that's going to begin to move the energy so that you can get to the good stuff. Because beneath the shame and sorrow and all is a new person, a new part of you that is, like when I was in my 40s and I was like, I'm going to be here a long time. I may as well face this stuff. Face it so that you can move through it and become who you're really meant to be as we move into the age of Aquarius. All right, you all, if you need anything, I am here, but go get the workbook. You can go to my website and get the workbook for Mercury retrograde. Mercury is going to retrograde. It's turning direct in 6 days. It's turning retrograde in 6 days in Sagittarius. So this Mercury retrograde is an invitation to discover the shadows within yourself so that you can access the truth, right? Like on the other side of these things is a brighter day, but you got to do the work to get there. So if you go to my website, healwithmoonmama.com, you can pick up the workbook there, or you can do it here in my link tree, or send me a message and I will get you the link for it. Definitely have been forgiving others and forgiving self-grace. Yes. No, it is not for the weak. It is so... The work is, it's not for the weak. It's not. But it is rewarding. It is rewarding. And the more you do it, the more clarity you have. I mean, I feel so good in my body. I feel a sense of pleasure coming online in my system. Like, it's so important to know that we are meant to function in ways that we have not been taught. We have been conditioned to feed capitalism and politics. But all of that stuff is dying and going away. And now we're waking up to who we're really meant to be. So you've got to clear out the psyche so that you can become who you're here to be. And it's really amazing. It's really an amazing experience. All right, you all. Peace and blessings. Check out my website, healwithmoonmama.com. Book your coaching packages and readings or however I can support you, it's my pleasure. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.